Welcome everyone, this is EvoEightRich, this is the Anything Vlog, where I vlog about everything and anything. Today what I'm going to do is, I got the part for my car. It's a piece for the blow-off valve, and I'm going to head on over to O'Reilly's, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to replumb the blow-off valve, so it's going to be more of a recirculating valve. It's going to go back into the intake. I've had it like that for a while, a long time, but it doesn't run right, so it's not set up the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go buy the hose. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to get. I might have to get some kind of union or something. I'm going to go buy the hose and put that piece into the valve and show you how it's all done. And then I'll let you hear what it sounds like before and after, and the car should be way better. Should run way better. So it should be not running rich, because it's running rich right now. Alright, so I'm going to get all ready, head on out of here, and we'll get started. Alright, let's get going. Alright guys, now we're out at the engine. I just opened up the hood real quick. I want to show you guys what we're starting with so you know what we're doing today. Alright, so those of you who haven't seen the engine bay, I'll show you real quick, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so here's the engine bay. Obviously I had blue on stuff, but I'm going to take the blue off, going with green, but we're not doing that today. So we have the catch can here, engine damper here, master cylinder brace right here, and Mishimoto radiator here. Obviously the HKS upper intercooler pipe, super sequential blow-off valve, and the HKS intake. This is not the right filter. I had to change it because the other one is dirty. Alright, so basically what we're going to do today is, this is super sequential blow-off valve, HKS. I'm going to take it apart and put an adapter because it's venting to the atmosphere right now. And it's going to have an adapter right about here. And I'm going to go buy a hose, and the hose is going to have to come this way, over, and down. Has to go right into here. Take that plug out. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to head over to O'Reilly's now and go buy the hose. And I think I'm going to have to buy like a union so I can turn one part of the hose. I'm not sure. And we're going to head on over and do that. So on the way over, I'm going to find a spot where I can do some quick little pulls. Nothing hard. I'm not going to go real high because the car doesn't run good like that. I don't want to do any damage. But I just want you guys to hear what the blow-off valve sounds like. So just going to head on over and do that. So let's go over and do that. Okay guys, I kind of found a small spot here. It's not really the best spot, but it's kind of quiet. I'm going to leave the windows down so you can hear it. I'm just going to do a couple quick ones, nothing hard, but I just want you to hear what the blow-off valve sounds like. So when we change it, then we'll do the same thing and you can hear the difference. Alright, so let's get this going. So hopefully you could hear that. You could hear how the blow-off valve sounds. I don't want to do it too much because the car really doesn't run good that way. It's not, it's running rich because it's not reading the air properly because it thinks it's getting air that it's not. It's blowing off into the atmosphere. So I've been running it like that for a while, but I don't drive my car real hard because, as I tell people all the time, this daddy has to pay for it. Daddy didn't buy his car. This daddy bought it. So if it breaks, this daddy has to pay for it. So I'm really gentle with it. But anyway, so we're going to head over to O'Reilly's now. Alright guys, just moved my son's car, and I want to show you what I got here. So let's put the camera over here. You see I already opened this. This is basically the unions that joined together so I can turn the hose, because this is the hose right here. Yeah, this crappy bag. Here's the hose. So I'm gonna have to either use this piece or this piece. So I gotta go, remember I gotta go towards me, over and down. So I'll have to probably cut it in here, in this area here, and turn one of these down. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this side as a straight, this side, I'm not sure what to figure it out, but this is the best I could find. So that's why I got the unions. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this together. So I'm gonna bring the car into the garage, and then we'll just start getting to work, all right? All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the upper intercooler pipe with the blow-off valve connected, which is connected over there and down here. I'm gonna take that off, and then I'll take the air intake off, so I'll have access to everything. And then I'll start removing the blow-off valve and put the piece in. This is actually the piece that goes into the blow-off valve. You put this into the end, replace this, and then that's where you put the hose. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling all that off, and then show you what it looks like once I got it off. All right, now we got the parts here. Here's the intake. You see, here's the plug that needs to come out. Okay. This is where the line for the catch can goes. Here's the blow-off valve on top of the intercooler pipe. See? So I have to take the front off and put this little piece in here, like that. So I'm going to do that. I got to take these set screws out. So you can see, because the battery's in there, it's so close it actually rubbed a spot. This is like padding right here I put here. This hose is special because it has this adapter on it, so it kind of made me mad because it was rubbing a hole in it. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the blow-off valve apart, put the piece on, and then show you what it looks like once the piece is on. Alright, I got it apart. You got to take the set screws out, and this is what it looks like inside. And you have this diaphragm, rubber diaphragm, and then you take this piece out. Now, this was a press fit. I had to sand this down a little bit and basically tap it in there because it was really tight. So I basically used some sandpaper and a little bit of emery to smooth it down. See, I got it in there. It's a press fit. I had to press it in there, but you see it's in there. So basically, that's this going to go back on here like this. You put the hose on the end right here and plumb it to the other side. Alright guys, finished. As you can see, I put everything back. So here's the hose running this way with a little union, which enabled me to bend it and go down. And it goes right down into the intake. I don't know if you can see that down there. It's right in there. Everything's back together. Came out really good. So now it's going to be recirculating back into the intake like it's supposed to. And it should work. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down, turn the car on for the first startup. Let it run a little bit so the computer and everything get adjusted, and then we'll go take it for a drive and see what it's like. All right? Yeah, that's much better. Sounds smooth. You can hear a little bit of blow off, very little, but the most important thing is it doesn't sputter. When I would do that before and got off the gas, it would sputter. You know, it sputter. Basically, what that is. If I wanted to stall, if I got like a motorcycle or anything next to me that was loud and vibrated and took off, it would actually stall. The car would want to stall. It's really trippy. So now I got to take it for a cruise and see how it does. All right, guys, I'm in the car, pretty much where I was before. So I'm just gonna do a couple runs because I'm not gonna push too hard, but just so you can hear the difference now that I've put the blow-off so it recirculates back into the intake. Alright, so as soon as this car passes, let's go ahead and give it a couple runs here. Alright, hopefully you can hear it. Get the windows down. See, it's much more muted. You can still hear it blowing, but it's a much more subdued sound. You can hear the spool of the turbo a lot more. Car seems to be running pretty good. It seems running a lot smoother, and so I'm gonna go down a little bit further here. We'll do it again. It's much more muted. To me, it seems like it's performed way better. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pull on over here. So it came out really good. I'm extremely happy with the results. I mean, I've been wanting to do it for a while. That little part that little piece that goes into the blow-off valve, that was the part that I was actually waiting for. I told you I was waiting for a part. That was actually the part that I was waiting for. I put the windows up here so you can hear me. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it came out. It's gonna be way better that way. Well, that's gonna do it, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully it helps, because I was going online and I didn't see any videos on doing this. I mean, this is an older car. I mean, it's not a newer car, so you probably won't see a lot, but it's still something I was interested in. I just needed to get it done. So hopefully if this is something you needed to get done, it helps. And I give you all the information you need. I give you an idea how you can get it done. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And please share my video. I appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. And thanks for watching, guys. All right, I'll see you later. Or I'll be somewhere else doing something else. Bye.